What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Keane as we continue through Strangeland 2012. Thank you as always to Phil. And the next track is On the Road, which seems to suggest an environment, an experience, an atmosphere, maybe even a vibe or an attitude, which is further to say whether this relates to literally traveling on a road in a motor vehicle or just more generally traveling. The idea of a journey, a voyage from one place to another, is a type of experience that is unique. It's not the familiarity of home, it's not necessarily the exotic unknown of a destination you've never been to, though maybe a title like this speaks to where or to whom you are going, or someone is going. But yeah, the idea of being in transit, the idea of going past places and sites and not necessarily stopping, or at least only stopping insofar as you then continue to move, that's its own kind of vibe, its own kind of experience. So I would expect it to relate to a literal voyage on some level, though again, maybe within the context of an emotional pull factor or the idea of going to somewhere you haven't been before as a new experience. I will stop talking and we will listen to it. This is Keane. The song is On the Road, and it's from their 2012 album Strangeland.
Have you been feeling that pull? And now you're hearing that call? 'Cause you've got everything that you need to make a start. I had a dream of my own, just walking out of my home and going out of nowhere to sing beneath the stars. Your whole life lies ahead, it's just around the bend. So when the sun is coming up and you go, then there's still so many things you don't know. Don't you look back, I've no doubt that I will see you on the road. When the road's laying you low, why don't you let me carry your load? When things get bad, you know you'll have a friend all along the road. Hey! And I would love it sometime if you would walk at my side, going I don't know where to sleep beneath the stars. If in your life you need a hand, reaching the promised land. So when the sun is coming up and you go, then there's still so many things you don't know. Don't you look back, I've no doubt that I will see you on the road. When the world's laying you low, why don't you let me carry your load? When things get bad, you know you'll have a friend all along the road. All along the road. Golden light lies ahead, it's just around the bend. So when the sun is coming up and you go, and there's still so many things you don't know, don't you look back, I've no doubt that I will see you on the road. And when the world's laying you low, why don't you let me carry your load? When things get bad, you know you'll have a friend all along the road. So when the sun is coming up and you go, and there's still so many things you don't know, don't you look back, I've no doubt that I
lovely melodic flourish, but also isolation right there at the end of the tune, which really gave a bit of sonic and visual substance to the line about, being under the stars. But yeah, I feel like it is essentially what I was thinking. Funny to hear a line right away about like the pull factor, like feeling that pull. But it's also like about the narrator and this other person. Now, I suppose the you could be anybody, right? Like it could be a more general statement, but it feels like if you interpret it a bit more narrowly or a bit more explicitly, it's about the narrator and this other person. But yeah, about going out and into the unknown and not being afraid of that, even feeling optimistic and enthusiastic about finding a new place, having a new experience, and what that's like to be out and, again, under the stars, traveling and not necessarily knowing where you'll be or what you'll be seeing in the next day and beyond. But then he's also saying, like, if they can get up, if this other person can, when the sun rises, get out there and actually do it, that they'll see him out there and that they'd be happy to carry this other person's load to make it easier for them to be part of this same experience. So it feels both normative and prescriptive, and then secondarily supportive and emotionally warm, even like affectionate. So yeah, definitely the idea of getting out and, seeing the world and taking that voyage for the sake of it, for knowing what it's like to experience a journey to a destination and to, see wonderful things. And that itself, I guess, could, if you zoom out to a like macro level, maybe the idea of like living life, not just, sort of waiting to die or spending time without taking chances and so on. I think you could maybe interpret it on a larger level, and the idea of like going out there and having experiences and, going to places, emotional, physical, social, cultural, and so on, that you have not been to before. And I think not only Mr. Chaplin's voice, but the sonic melody, like the melody was very rich in this one. It had a very bright, warm feel to it. And again, I think Tom's voice and the sonic arrangement or composition really conveyed that optimism, that enthusiasm, the idea like, hey, let's do this, and I'll be right there with you. I'll walk right by your side while we're out there on the road. So yeah, a beautiful, lovely little tune, and one with a very positive feel to it. So let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.